Dear God, whoever finds this, I'm walking towards the only light I can see on top of a ridge. I never really thought I'd believe this or say this, but at this moment, I honest to God believe I'm dead.
May 18th, 1980, 8:32 a.m. After sleeping for 123 years, Washington's Mount St. Helens finally awakens.
The mountain was totally encompassed in ash. You could no longer see it. It was black as night, and it looked like it was coming straight for us. And I thought, well, if I'm going to die, I'm not going to run. I'm going to stand here and watch it come, because it's just a view of a lifetime.
It is the deadliest eruption in United States history, but probably not the last. Most experts believe it will happen again. Can the people of the Pacific Northwest survive another Mount St. Helens?
I've seen the damage, I've seen the blast, I've seen the impact on people, the suffering, the flooding, the loss of lives, all of those things. And I have respect for the awesome power of Mount St. Helens.
Scientists at Mount St. Helens knew an eruption was coming. Just 2 months earlier, seismic activity was at an all-time high. Nearly 10,000 earthquakes were recorded near the mountain. Then, one Sunday morning,
I feel the ash now in my eyes. It's getting very hard to breathe. Oh, dear God.
Bruce Judson was flying his private plane over the mountain when the eruption began.
I just kept screaming at Seattle Center that the mountain has erupted. You need to evacuate, notify the proper authorities.
Seattle Center, 86 Charlie, the whole north side of the mountain just went. 86 Charlie, say that again, Lynn, nice and slow. How much of it caved in? The whole side.
A 5.1 earthquake rumbles deep inside the mountain, forcing ash to shoot more than 60,000 feet into the air.
As we were looking down inside the crater, you could see the inside of the crater start to fold in and start to fall, and a rock slide.
On the mountain, weekend campers are jolted from their sleep.
With the same terror that I woke up with, I jumped out of the tent, and with a dive and a roll out of the tent, I was underneath the log, and that's when the initial blast hit.
For the longest minutes of his life, Brian is buried alive. He is lucky enough to escape, but not everyone lives to tell their story.
Of the 6 of us that had started our camping trip, only 4 of us made it out alive.
David Johnston, a USGS volcanologist, is at his observation post just 6 miles from the blast.
The message that Dave radioed to us on the morning of May 18 was, Vancouver, Vancouver, this is it. This is the eruption that we've been waiting for.
Those are his last words.
It was really a tragic situation, and it impacted all of us. Then I began to have thoughts like, why Dave and not me? If the eruption had been 1 hour later at 9:30 instead of 8:30, I would have been there too.
By late afternoon, Mount St. Helens is calm once more. In the previous 9 hours, the volcano has claimed the lives of 57 people.
Although it appears to have gone back to sleep, it's a volcano that could reawaken at any minute.
But Mount St. Helens isn't the only threat to the Pacific Northwest. Just 50 miles north stands another menacing monster. Towering at over 14,000 feet is Mount Rainier. Although dormant for more than 100 years, volcanologists now think it could erupt at any moment.
I feel very strongly, and I'm sure a lot of scientists would agree, that Mount Rainier is the most dangerous volcano in the United States.
An eruption of Mount Rainier could claim more lives than any other volcanic disaster in U.S. history. Most at risk are the people living at the base of the mountain, like the residents of the peaceful little town of Orting.
I personally would love to live in this beautiful area. However, I would also be very sure that my home site was at a level above the level of the potential mud flows that we have calculated are going to come down these valleys.
Unfortunately, most of the homes in Orting are not built at safe elevations. Worse yet, Orting Elementary School stands directly in harm's way.
I think Mount Rainier is beautiful, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to all the plants and nice stuff up there.
Our only chance of surviving one of these catastrophic mud flows at this point would be to know it was coming in a sufficient amount of time that we could simply get out of its way.
Scientists have these little things up there, and if they start shaking really much from the volcano, then they will tell people to evacuate their homes and stuff.
The school's evacuation plan calls for the students to be loaded into buses and faculty cars within 15 minutes. In the event of an eruption, a powerful siren system will alert the entire town. The goal is to get everyone to higher ground before the deadly mud flows reach the area. This may not be easy.
I know that I live in a volcanic hazard area, and I know that our school is in a volcanic hazard area, and because of that, we've made plans that I think are good plans and will work. I just hope that we never have to put those plans into action.
It's not a matter of if one of these catastrophic flows is going to occur. It's only a matter of when. One could occur any year, at any time.
My God, this is hell. This is hell on earth I'm walking through.
Miraculously, the man who shot this home video survived. But what about the people of Orting?